Hello comrades, you are watching RedIvan Military, and today we'll talk about VKPO 3.0 and 3.1 summer sets from Triada-TKO. But before we begin, this video is brought to you by Tanki Store. Tanki Store is your #1 solution for Russian gear based in Florida. Most items are shipped directly from Florida, ensuring hassle-free delivery within the US. They also offer pre-orders on items of your choice with worldwide shipping. Yes, I said worldwide, comrades. And they can easily source some exclusive items like this VKPO 3.1 I'm wearing. So links will be in the description, check their website and their Instagram. And I would highly recommend you to subscribe to their Instagram. Now let's come back to the topic of this video. VKPO. VKPO 3.0 began as Group 99's initiative for Russian Special Forces in 2021. In December 2022, Triada-TKO signed a contract with the Ministry of Defense to supply sets under 2022 specification. First VKPO 3.0 sets in Multicam pattern hit the Russian armed forces in the late April 2023. We've got the video comparing this set to VKPO 2.0 from BTK on this channel. In August 2023 at the Army 23 Expo, Triada showcased an upgraded VKPO 3.0 still in Multicam. That fall second generation sets in EMR Camouflage started appearing. First massive appearance of VKPO 3.0 in EMR Camouflage pattern was at the 2024 Victory Day Parade. My set was produced in 2023. Let's start by checking what changed between the first and the second generations of the VKPO 3.0. And just to remind you, today we are talking only about the summer sets. The summer set includes jacket, trousers and the combat short. And all the cut changes mostly affected only the jacket. On the second generation, the shoulder epaulets for ranks were added. Also on the second generation, a second row of chest pockets with no flap and side asses was introduced. At the same time, the left chest patched pocket was simplified. Panel for writing tools was removed. Also the velcro closure on the jacket pockets was widened. And they also widened the hem cut. On the second generation combat shirt in Multicam, they also introduced the camouflage torso material, but on the EMR shirt it remained solid colored. We barely got used to the second generation of 3.0 when at Army 2024 forum Triada-TKO rolled out VKPO 3.1, and since October 2024 they have been regularly reporting on deliveries of the sets to the troops, as if there is no tomorrow. That's why VKPO 3.0 in EMR is so rare. Very short production.
Lady, I need the turbo.
While the entire Russian market is overwhelmed with the stolen VKPO 3.1. VKPO 3.1 is the #1 choice of the corrupted supply officer. VKPO 3.1 is a set refined with Ministry of Defense feedback. That's the set as it is envisioned by the military. That is evident in the introduced unification of elements at the layer level and in individual features. Let's take a look at what changed in the summer set and what remained unchanged. Summer cap. Formally it doesn't belong to the summer set, but it is a remarkable baseball cap from Triada, which has not changed with the introduction of VKPO 3.1. Jacket. The epaulets for ranks are in place and fastened with velcro. On VKPO 3.1, textile panels for insignia were added to the collar. Above the left chest pocket on VKPO 3.1, there is a mounting loop for chest duty badge. The shape of the chest pockets changed. If on VKPO 3.0 there are external patched pockets with flaps and pockets with horizontal asses but no closure behind them, then on VKPO 3.1 there are only 2 chest pockets with horizontal asses and closed with velcro. MM14 set high. The sleeve pockets still have horizontal asses, still closed with a zipper, with the same strap for carbines inside, but the position of the pocket and the angle of inclination changed, and the flap protecting the zipper was removed. The back cut was changed, Pay attention to the shoulders area. The second layer of fabric in the neck area was removed from the inner side.
Sew the collar to the neckline.
The underarm elastic insert is still present. If on VKPO 3.0 the elbow pads were inserted from the inside, then on VKPO 3.1 they are inserted from the outside at the bottom. This is unification with the VKPO 3.0 combat short, where it is also like that. I would make the entry from the top, to avoid any possibility to lose the pads. The cuffs are still closed with Velcro. The VKPO 3.0 jacket is fastened with a zipper, Velcro and a Canadian button at the top, while the VKPO 3.1 is fastened with an American-style buttons. On VKPO 3.1 jacket on the inner side, there is a waterproof pocket for documents on the left. On VKPO 3.0 there are no internal pockets. Combat short. The combat short hasn't changed much. As we already mentioned, the elbow pads are inserted from the outside at the bottom. The cuffs are closed with Velcro. The sleeve pockets have horizontal access and close with zippers. The only change is the position and the angle of inclination of the pocket, and the flap hiding the zipper was removed as well. Trousers. On both sets the fly is fastened with a zipper and Velcro, and still with the rough side toward the body. Both trousers feature two front inset pockets with a mesh insert. Both models have reinforcement on the sides of the pockets for a multi-tool or a knife. On VKPO 3.1, the loops for the carabiners were removed from the belt loops. On both models, waist size adjustment is done with an elastic strap and the textile panel, movement from front to back. On VKPO 3.1, there are also loops for suspenders on the sides. Both models have a waist padding. Both trousers have two patched pockets in front. The cargo pockets are unchanged. They are closed with Canadian buttons and Velcro, with an inner mounting panel for universal inserts. At the back there is an elastic insert that increases the range of motion and wicks the moisture. On both models the pocket for the knee pad is inside with an access from the bottom, and the height of the feet is adjusted with a Velcro strap. I am not a big fan of this solution because if you don't get it right, you'll need to take off your pants to readjust. And also you can fix the knee pad only in the upmost position. Lower you put it, more room it has. The knee section of VKPO 3.0 consists of elastic fabric with reinforcement from regular fabric and the nylon strap on top. On VKPO 3.1 pants, the fabric reinforcement was removed and the nylon strap was widened. On VKPO 3.0 there are 4 straps for knee adjustment, one on each side above and below the knee pad. On VKPO 3.1 there are only 2, those below the knee pads. Both models have a pocket for an individual first aid kit at the bottom of the leg. The legs of VKPO 3.0 and 3.1 have dust flaps like Gorka, but if on 3.0 it is made of the main pants fabric, then on 3.1 it is made of elastic fabric. The dust cover is adjustable with an elastic cord and a plastic stopper. The outer part of the leg has no drawstrings or flap, but has 2 eyelets to thread a cord around the sole of your boot. Starting with 3.1, these cords are finally supplied with the set. And I have something to say here. Triada, if you happen to watch this video, please make a normal Velcro flap at the bottom of the leg, or at least something like on Gorka if you will. This system is overcomplicated and everyone I know doesn't like it. This is the only big complaint to the entire 3rd generation set. Tightening the knee pad adjustments, the pants shoot up to the height of the boot, and if there were ordinary Velcro flaps, it wouldn't be a big deal. But this stupid system only makes it worse. Dust flap stretches high above the boot, and from the outside the trousers look like the bragger's crop pants. So I just bought longer pants, but I'm not in military. In military you often don't have an option to choose. So Triada, please just fix this crap. I get it, you tried to innovate, but nobody likes this innovation. Please, just do any flap or something like Gorka has. And you guys, please comment below. if you like or don't like this option. Also, starting from around the third batch of VKPO 3.0, the EMR pattern changed. It became somewhat too contrasting, and it carried over to VKPO 3.1, which is unfortunate. I was happy that finally someone have developed a working version of the EMR pattern since the P1G tags development, and they removed it. Maybe all this contrast was given to the fabric to preserve colors during the extensive use, but still the previous pattern was way cooler. Otherwise, as always, Triada delivers awesome products, Ministry of Defense makes adjustments, and the development is up and running. I still don't understand why the flaps covering the zippers were removed, but maybe there is a clever plan behind it. The changes to the jacket are directly related to its ceremonial purpose. Besides the shoulder epaulets for ranks, panels for the collar tabs, loops for the duty badge, and the inner pocket for documents. I'm honestly still waiting for the Velcro panel for detachable collar. As for changes to the trousers, they try to simplify production and increase durability, which is a good thing, but if you ask me, I like 3.0 better. You are probably wondering what about other manufacturers. Well, nothing have been heard from 545 design for a long time, but BTK, in parallel with Triada, is producing VKPO 2.1. Ivan Savin has a great video review about this set on Boosty, and from what I saw, VKPO 2.1 functionally fully replicates the VKPO 3.1 summer set, only sewn from BTK's materials, using BTK's furniture, and based on the BTK's sewing templates. I have a demi-season VKPO 2.1 set, we can talk about it in future videos. And as I said earlier, new VKPOs these days come out more often than iPhones, and photos of VKPO 3.2 in use are popping up in various interesting places, so we'll review them as much as we can. Okay, comrades, I hope you like this video, subscribe to my channel, put like, comment, share this video with your friends. If you want to help channel financially, links are in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye.